Ladies and gents, what is the difference between a problem and an objection? What's a problem? A problem is by definition what? Intention, counter-intention. Repeat after me. What is a problem? Intention, counter-intention. Say it again with more intention. Intention, counter-intention. That is a problem. How do you solve a problem?
Remove the counter-intention.
Or remove the intention. You remove one of the forces. Okay. Remember, like the sea, the tide comes in and out all the time. By acknowledging it, you just simply drop the pressure. You're not stopping, you're not backing off, you're not confronting. You're just simply acknowledging to drop the tide at that moment. When it comes back in, reason can come back in. And that's an important thing. Sometimes men can't say that they're wrong. Can't say it. First time, has to be right. So what do? Okay. We have a friend who has a son called Max. I was telling Max Pelser about this. Max comes over to our house. I love Max. I think he's terrific. He comes over, he's 11 years old. Drives his mother crazy. I go into our kitchen and Max has climbed the cupboards in the kitchen. He's sitting right up on top. So I walk over and Max, climb down. Max says to me, no. I said, Max, you know what? He says, you're going to try and take control of me again. Max, you know what? What? You're absolutely correct. He says, I'm not answering any more of your questions. I know you're not. Now, Max, climb down. I don't like it when you speak to me like this. I know, Max. It makes you angry, doesn't it? It makes me very angry. Now, Max, come here. Stop telling me what to do. Okay, I'll stop. Come here. I told you. Good, Max. Right. So sit down over here. Max, you are always welcome in our house. I don't like it when my mother sends me. I know. You must drive. My mother is much easier to control. I know. So Max, can I ask you a question? I told you you're not allowed to ask questions. I know. So, am I controlling you? Yes. I don't like it when you control me. So you know what the good news is, Max? What? You can be controlled. Now, do me a favor, Max. Take control of yourself. When you demonstrate to another human being, regardless of age, that they can be controlled, you help them. People, we said, like good controls. They're true. When I demonstrate to Max that he can be controlled, I demonstrate that it is possible for him to control himself. Get the idea? And that's what a leader's job is to do. Control is central to your life as a leader. The very valuable thing is to get that person to realize that they can be in control. There's a problem, and then there's a thing called an objection. What is an objection? Sorry, I just want to double check that you're all still in present time. What's the problem? Intention, counter-intention. That's a problem. That's the situation that you describe. Okay. What is an objection? An objection is a break in affinity, a break in reality, a break in communication, and or a break in understanding. So a person is not willing to do something. They're not understanding why they should do something. Then it's if you object, you're objecting because you disagree, because you don't feel it's the right thing to do, because you haven't understood or received the communication. It's not a question of whether you think it's correct or not in that regard. It's that there's a break in understanding or willingness. Make sense? If a person says, I don't have the money to buy something, is that a problem, or is that a disagreement, or is that an objection? If we look at that, you could be very, very good at managing your finances. So a problem, the person feels that given the situation, they are unable to solve it. Whereas an objection, they might disagree or not understand why, or have an opinion about things. You see the difference? Problem, objection. Okay. So the last thought I'm going to put across, and I'm going to have you demonstrate it, is some years back the Australian High Commissioner, which is like the Australian ambassador, that changed embassies to high commissions, different name, very similar operation. The Australian High Commissioner phones me and says, Steve, could you come and see me? So I drive out to Pretoria to Arcadia and I go and see him. I say, how can I help you? He says to me, Steve, we'd like you to do this training for our organisation side. And he hands me a piece of paper. And it's a list of a whole lot of training that they'd like our organisation to do. And they've worked it out with our price list, and it's $4.5 million. Interesting positions are right. So I look at the guy and I go, he's asked me to come and see me, he's printed a list of all our stuff, he's totaled the amount of money, and he's told me he'd like to do it. What do you think of it? Sounds fantastic. So I go, okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. Looking forward to doing it. He says, we've just got a problem. I acknowledge. So I go, all right, what's the problem? He says, we can't pay you. So I go, okay, I acknowledge again. And I say, when you say you can't pay us, what do you mean? He said, well, if you think the South African government's got problems, the Australian government's got problems too, because we don't have the money here. It's sitting in Canberra, in Australia. And I don't know when it's going to arrive. It could only arrive in 12 months' time. He says, we want you to do it because we've got a long relationship with you guys. You've worked with the Australian government for 20 years. You know how our system works. You know. And we would hate to have to ask the other guys to do it. And then I remember this drill from Super Leaders of how to handle a problem. And I want to teach you this drill. I say to him, tell me all about the problem. So he looks at me and he goes, look, Steve, I'm not really good at explaining this to you. I'm going to get our finance manager to come and explain it. So the finance manager comes and he says to me, how's it, Steve, how are you doing? So it's nice to see you, David. He says, so we've got this problem. The money's sitting in Canberra, in Australia. It's in our budget, but it hasn't got here. It has to be transferred. And all these signatures have to happen for it to be released and transferred. And they spend 20 minutes telling me all about the problem. And when they finish telling me all about the problem, do you know what I say? How can you solve it? And then what do I do? I shut up and I look at them. And you know what Ian, who's the High Commissioner, says? He says, where else have we got money? And David says, we've got money in the stationery account. So he says, why don't we just pay Stephen from stationery? David goes, yeah, let's do that. And I say, guys, I can't invoice you as stationery. He says, no problem. We'll pay it from stationery, when the money comes in, we'll transfer it across. I go, great stuff. He says, Steve, thanks so much for helping. Fascinating, eh? One little drop. Once they've told you all about the problem, you say, how can you solve it? And then you shut up and look at them. So when I walk into your office, you're still in the same place. You've got a whiteboard up there. come in and I draw a problem. I say, this is my problem. I need to borrow your mind. Can you help me? Can you give me a point of view? And I draw the problem on the board. What are we doing? I take the problem out of my mind and I put it on the board. Why do I put it on the board? So that you can see it. You get the idea?
Yes.
So that we can see it together. Whose problem is it? Still my problem. Your job is to say, I understand. Tell me about the problem, put it up, and then once they've put the whole problem up, and you will know that they've put the whole problem up because what happens with their eyes? They stop looking at you, and they now have their attention on this. What's the other thing on my dashboard? They would have gone up the ladder. They'll start to look like they're feeling better. In some cases, dear Rod, you may not even have to ask them, how do you solve the problem? Why?
They'll solve it themselves.
They'll solve it themselves. An objection is a break in affinity. What's affinity again? It's scaling emotions. Break in reality, agreement. Okay. Communication. Okay. Agreement. Interesting thing here. How do you handle an objection? Step number 1, acknowledge. Step number 2, observe in silence. When they speak, and they will speak, okay, use affinity, reality, communication, and move half a toe up on the ladder. Okay. They leave the objection behind, just half a toe. And then what do? You move forward with the solution. You only have to take them a tad, a little bit up the ladder, and then you move forward and direct to move on. Person comes to me. They didn't tell me about the shift. Saturday morning. It must annoy the hell out of you. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. And you move past it. You've seen the person, you've acknowledged it, and you move forward. Do it the other way, you're there for an hour. Okay. If you remember over here, a problem, it's counter-intention. Where does it exist? In their mind. Remember, think of a cat. Where is that person looking for? Where is it? You can display all the information. How do I deal with the problem? Acknowledge. Tell me all about the problem. How can you solve it? Once you ask them, how can you solve it? What do you need to do? Shut up. Do not begin to solve it, no matter how tempting it is. I said to you, could you do this? What are you going to say to me? No. Could you do this? No. Mess the whole thing up. Spot, match, and move on response. Where do I want to move them as they come back? Up the scale. Making sense?